All right, there we are. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Here are those close-ups of the last pour paintings that we did. This one actually turned out pretty cool. I like it a lot. Is the second one that we did. Actually, I think this was the third one, so I have them out of order. Excuse me. So while this was drying, I actually took a lighter and I went over the top of it just gently, and I was able to break up the surface tension, and I got these little blips of yellow that you see on there. Here's the third one. This one is on the darker side. It's actually a little bit easier to see it down here than up close. I bet that'll change as soon as I try and put like a gloss coat over this, but I do have a plan in mind. That's for a future video. But all of these little stars that you see here, these little specks, those actually came forward when I had the lighter and I was putting flame to the paint. There we go, you can kind of see them a little bit better. And that was from the yellow that is in fact underneath these. On camera they look white, but they are more yellow than white. So here's everything that we worked on last Monday. I'll try and get all of them in frame this time. There we go, that works. I like this little variety that we've got going on here. Welcome to whoever just joined. I'm just taking a look at the pour paintings that we did last Monday. I was about to put them away, but I'll show them to you since you have arrived. These are officially dry and no warping. Oh, awesome. 8 people? Hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. Gamer Chick gonna win. It's always a pleasure to see you back in the comments. For those of you who have just joined, this is what we worked on last Monday. Color theme was yellow, gray, black, and white. The gray being a homemade color. Storm Cloud Gray is what I called it, and these are the results. All same colors, just different variations, all completely out of my control. All right, so you might have seen me advertise. I got some new paint. I'm gonna pull those up for you. I found these at Michael's. And I'm like, you know what? Let's give this a try. Excuse me. And this one's really unique. It might not show it on camera because I've got a glare from the window, but there's a really nice blue sheen on top of this teal. I'm really excited to see it against some dark colors. And this one, I have never used tempera paint before, but it is crazy thick. It's like, it's not quite a paste, but it's thick like a paste. So I'm gonna keep this and the black one that I have of it right here. I'm just gonna use these for the background colors if I choose to have a background color. just with how thick they are. A little bit will go a long way. Like this one right here with the black one that I just used. That was 2 squirts and it covered it really nicely. So if you are familiar with the book, Give a Mouse a Cookie, the artist equivalent is give an artist color and they will ask for some canvas. So we're gonna do many canvases today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 currently available. I mixed up my own colors all throughout the week, and here they are. This one here is, I don't know what to call it yet. If you have any ideas down in the comments, is kind of like a lip gloss blush almost. There is some gold sparkle in there from a gold color that I added. Hello, Cuteness Dragon. Thank you so much for joining me. So for those of you who might have seen some of my earlier videos, one of my first pour painting videos actually, I'm pretty sure, this was the bottle where the bronze color exploded and was full of paint skins down at the bottom. And I just so happened to be working on this pour painting here. This picture should show up in one of the thumbnails at least, but I narrowly covered this pour painting in that bronze color. Thankfully, I missed it. Otherwise, it just would have been a complete mess. But yeah, so it could have been the pour painting bottle here. The lid doesn't exactly want to sit right, but this is liquidy enough. I shouldn't have any problems. Hopefully. Here is the next color that I made up this week. It's kind of like a yellow carrot orange. It has more yellow in it than red or orange. And there is some gold sparkle inside of that too. I want to call this one, well, shoot. I want to call it like something carrot related. But it's not exactly orange enough to get that name. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me out in the comments. What would you name this color? Next up is one that I am affectionately calling Pony Nose Pink. It is more on the pastel side, and there is a little bit of gold in there. Back when I worked at a paint store, I made this color previously, maybe not this one exactly, but one very similar to it, and I did title it Pony Nose Pink. Pretty sure I still have it somewhere, I just have to dig it up. But this is Pony Nose Pink. Next up, we have Penny Princess. This is my homemade equivalent of what will be replacing the bronze or the copper color. It is made up of red, yellow, orange, gold, a lot of white, and a little bit of pink. Now you wouldn't necessarily think that all of those colors together get you this, but the gold and the whites that I added really helped to wash out a lot of those other colors and quite frankly unify them. How it all entirely works, I'm not too certain. I have yet to take color theory, but that is on my list of things to do. Should I ever get the chance to, I wouldn't mind going to school to learn color theory. I think it would be super fun. And despite the separation in this bottle, this is the last color that I made. I wanted to go for a lavender purple. Please excuse my dogs in the background. They have opinions. Let me open it up here. So we did get further away from the Barney purple, but it is more on the softer and lavender side. That's exactly what I was going for. I wouldn't mind it if I could get this a little bit lighter. The only problem with adding a lot of white is I won't have a lot of white to use. I did use this one for the lavender bottle, but like I said before, it is so incredibly thick. Trying to mix it in and trying to get it to thin out is surprisingly difficult. Even though it says it's water-based, I added pouring medium, I added water to it, and it just would not, I could not get it thin enough to where the color would actually mix and blend. Okay, rambling aside, let's use up this black canvas before that paint dries. I did spread it out on the thinner side. And this is our cup that we will be using today. This was from when I made the, I'll call it the Decades painting. I don't have it nearby, but it was the multicolored pink, green, white, yellow, reds. I'll be able to pull it up. I'll be able to pull it up after I edit this. But since we're using a new selection of colors, we are finally going to be using some new pour cups. For this black one, we are going to pull out the paper tubes. We got some really unique effects with these last time. And I just want to play around. So now that we have some pastel colors, maybe everything won't be too muted, but we'll find out. Enough jibber jabbing. Let's get to painting. For this one, I'm going to go in with the unnamed orange. Thankfully, it is more on the liquidy side, I hope. It's actually kind of like a medium consistency. So, I don't know. I don't think I should expect too much from it. Then we are going to go in with Penny Princess. Penny Princess is definitely thicker. But one thing that I've noticed a lot about the metallic paints that I've been using is the fact that they thin out really, really easy. So the other times when I've used the, paper tubes to apply the paint, we'd get that halo effect around on the outside and completely lose it by the time I start tilting. And a lot of the metallic thinned out the walls of the colors along the edges. That was Pony Nose Pink. Then I'm going to add white for some contrast. This is just a regular pouring medium based white. It's going to sink down towards the bottom and pull the colors into the center. And lastly, Let's go with the gold. We're just going to go straight from the bottle with this. It's actually pretty liquidy on its own. But this is what we're going to see most of in the center. No paint skins. But we're just going to drop that right in the center. Oh man. I don't know if you all saw that or not, but I think I just dropped in a paint skin. Yep. There it is. Got it. Okay, here is a close-up. Oh, that almost looks like a butterfly. Get the light on there. I like it. Okay, and then here is our paper tube. Let's see, right. There we go. Now this is a lot of paint in here. I might not have thought that through, but let's just see what happens. Let's see what we get. Really want that white to get in there. Surprised the white sank as low as it did. Okay, that is just over half full. And I do want to agitate the center. Well, actually, let's see if I can zoom you guys in for a second. Maybe you know what? I'm going to dip my skewer into the white paint and see if I can't just add a teeny tiny little bit of agitation. There. And the reason why I'm doing that is because as soon as I pull this up, this is what's going to be left in the center. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, we've got some cells popping on the edge there. We've got some on the edge. Where did that come from? I don't remember adding black in there. None of the colors that I've added to that cup had black in it. Where's that coming from? Yeah, I agree. This does make me think of sherbet as well. Okay, let's bring this down. Kind of like what's going on up here. So here's a closer look. Interesting. Interesting. There's a lot of paint on this one. You know what? I'm going to take one of my other canvas and I'm actually going to pour what's left from this one onto here. Just because I really like what we've got going on and I'd rather not have all the paint drip down into the void. The void being the center of my painting tub. So let's at least put the paint to good use. See if we can't reuse it. That pony nose pink really wants to try and take over. So does the orange, the unnamed orange. If I don't end up coming up with a name for that orange, or if nobody posts a name for the orange in the comments, it'll be further known as unnamed orange. Okay. So this looks more orange than pink on camera. Very interesting. Sherbert Dream. Maybe. It might be what I end up calling this one. You know what? Let's put it on the Lazy Susan. I have that in today. And let's see if we can't pull out some of those cells. We'll leave that to sit and settle. Let's just pour what's left on top and on the borders. Might get something equally as cool with this one too. Okay, we'll leave that to sit for a bit. Here's a quick look inside the cup. Not bad. Okay, quick spin around. Awesome. I need to find another one that's not so loud. Okay. That looks cool. Let's pick this up. Very interesting. Okay, let me take that and set it aside. And you know what? While I have the camera turned around, let's just see what happens when I add this one to it. I'm not gonna bother tilting it too much. I just kind of want to see what happens. Okay, well, it definitely pulled a lot of it out, just like I thought it would. There wasn't too much paint to begin with, so let's see if we can't stretch it out a little bit. I am going to add, let's see, what should I add more of? Excuse me. Why don't we add a little more Princess Penny Princess. We have a good amount of Pony Nose Pink, so let's go with white. And I agree, Gamer Chick gonna win. I am most definitely wanting ice cream now. Although I'm not too big a fan of sherbet. There's just too many fruity flavors for my taste. I'm more of a vanilla person, and then I can, you know, kind of dress it up the way how I like. But like a sherbet ice pop, oh yeah, definitely I'll take it. Okay, so in goes, as of current, unnamed orange, white, a smidgen of Princess Penny, Penny Princess. And hopefully we'll get something akin to the first one. Although we're not using the tube, so I don't think a whole lot of those colors are really going to mix together. This time, let's do a little bit of tilting and close those gaps. Okay. Ooh. That looks cool. Let's take care of that gap in this one. Oop, missed a spot. And another one. Oh dear. There we go. I think that's all of the spots. Okay, here it is. Not quite the same, but it makes me think of sandstone or jasper. Okay, turn you guys back around. And zoom you out. Cool. I'm really digging this one. We've got some hidden cells down here. And then we've got the starburst. Awesome. I am going to put those away to dry. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of the orange, pinks, and the new bronze, copper bronze blush. I don't know what we call it. Categorize, color it. English. Okay. Can you tell I haven't had my full cup of coffee yet? It's already 2 in the afternoon. Alrighty. Still have a good amount left in that cup, but I'm just going to leave it. We are going to start a new set of colors, so that means a new cup. For this one, let's go with the purples. We are going in with homemade lavender. This is more like after the flower has opened, rather than the pastel lavender I was kind of going for. We'll go in with white. And then pony nose pink. we will use the Fluid Art Ready to Pour Gold. I love how sparkly this is. One more time with the Homemade Lavender. Just a drizzle. Another drop of white. Help sink the colors down. And for contrast, I am going to use our blue-based purple. Oh, come on, open. Oh, goodness. Just to help break things up a little bit, because we've got a lot of warm colors. And if we keep on adding too much paint to where I have to use another canvas just to minimize the amount of spillage that drops down into the void. Zoom you guys in through the grid there, the grid, oh my goodness. All of those colors are from previous pour paintings. My phone doesn't want to focus. There it is. There it goes. Anyway, I want to limit the amount of paint that goes deep down in there. Here is our cup. Kind of looks like a plum. Cool. Here we go. Yeah, as I was saying, if we have to use another canvas, oh, you know what? Let's be spontaneous. Let's reuse this tube and see what happens. Okay, that's a lot of purple. In goes the pink. We've got the white. Where is the gold? Oh, the gold is around the pink. Okay. In goes the white. Sorry, I just realized that was not a good angle. These colors kind of make me think of the My Little Pony Princess Twilight colors in her mane, aside from the white. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom you guys in again. There we go. Interesting. I kind of like that. Oops. Some already got out the side. Okay, let's do this. Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure if it's showing up, but the streaks here, that's a mix of the orange and the gold. Very interesting. Ooh, I would kind of like the cells that we're getting over here, but I'm not a big fan of this. Maybe I will run it to the edge and spin it out. I like this right here. Okay, let's spin you around again. Okay, so far, using the small paper tubes has been consistent with giving us these really nice, well, it comes out as a real nice halo effect. And the colors kind of seem to blend together, almost. Let's zoom you guys in again. There we go. And yeah, I really like it. It seems to help a lot when it comes to forming cells. Let's just borrow some of that, cover up the edge. It's gonna look a little bit more out of place, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that. So that's one consistency that I've got going. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Much better. That's nice. We might get some more cells later on, but look at that that's going on. Focus, thank you. Milky Way galaxy. Ooh, now you're giving me ideas. So thank you. Let's try those same colors, but we are going to add black. See if we can't try and replicate that. Zoom you out a little bit. Or stay. Once again, for those of you who have joined me, if you have any color combinations you would like to see, send me a message or a comment on Instagram or even here on my YouTube channel, because I want to see what you want to see. I want to see what your favorite color combinations are, and I want to see what kind of a result we'll get out on the canvas here. But it also just makes engagement more fun for me. Alrighty, we are going to go back. We might not be in complete order, but we're going to try our best. Homemade lavender. White. Pony nose pink. Fair amount of that. Again with the lavender. That's actually cutting through the pony nose pink nicely. May not be as thick as I thought it was. Okay, Princess Penny. White. Yeah, I already feel like I'm going out of order and using different colors, a couple different colors that I hadn't used previous. I tried. And then the pouring medium gold. And finally, black. Let me give this a quick shake. This black is more on the liquidy side, so it'll likely sink a lot of those colors. I don't want to add too much. Oh, you know what? I probably should have added black first. I definitely should have added black first. Well, you live and you learn. Here's the cup really quick. Okay, not too much going on. You know what? I'm going to even it out. Oh, that's right. And then I added the blue purple. That was also in there. We're going to put that in the middle of the black. There we go. And we are going to reuse the same paper tube. Let's just kind of do this. Just because I like a little bit of artistic chaos every now and then. Okay, pretty much center. Here we go. Ooh, we've already got some interesting things happening there. Kind of turn this a little bit, get that white going. White seems to be hugging the walls of the cup. Okay, and then let's get these edges the best that we can. And that black is hanging on towards the edge as well. I don't know if that will work to our advantage or not. Okay, here's a quick look at the cup, or maybe not yet. I'll keep you guys waiting. Okay, already had some seep out from the edge. Let's get the skewer in there. Agitate the center just a little bit. Three, two, one. That was a lot of paint. That was interesting. I'm not too crazy about the squiggles. I don't like those. That is a lot of paint. Okay, we're going to do what we did with the first one and catch the drips on another canvas. Okay, a little more subdued than my other ones. Let's set this one aside on the Lazy Susan and give it a spin. See if we can't manipulate it a little bit further. I might also spin this one out too. There's still a good amount of paint left on it. But I at least want to get it to the edges first before I spin it. That way everything will kind of spin off a little bit easier. It'll just kind of help to stretch everything out. And I think I will pull it all to the center. There we go. So we're going to leave that one to sit right there. Spin you guys around. Yeah, the bubble in the center, that was kind of funny. Focus. Stay. Let's move this back into the center a little bit more. Once more. There we go. Nice. There we go. That's better. This is looking more blue on camera. I promise it's more on the pinky purple side. But the blue light coming in from the outdoors is helping to influence the colors that you see on my pour paintings. Okay, while I have you right there, we're going to take this one and do that one next. See if we don't have any more paint to, well, and let's just go ahead and use it up just around the edges. Even though it is mostly going to be more pink, we're going to lose a lot of it. I just really want to help pull these edges a little bit more. So kind of like how water holds surface tension, paint will do the same thing. And I'm really just covering this edge here so that way when I spin it, it will grab or it will attach itself to the paint that's already there and help to kind of pull it out. I need to get some better grippies on this thing. See, it's not really affecting much of the painting, but it's helping to pull everything off towards the edge. Okay, that actually pulled quite a bit, even though it doesn't look like much has changed. Let go. Again, this is appearing more blue on screen. This is more purple and pink. Okay, setting that aside to dry. And this live stream has officially been going on for 49 minutes. And my phone actually doesn't feel too bad. Welcome, Laura Street. I'm so happy to see you in the comments. It's nice that you could come and join me for the live stream. Before I call it quits, I am going to do one more canvas just because I can't help myself. So I will be right back. Let's see if I can reuse one. Oh, okay. Looks like we're just gonna open up a new one. I'm so happy the dollar store, my local dollar store, has these. Although now it's no longer just a dollar store, it's like a variety, dollar variety plus. $1.25 for a pack of 3 of these little guys. Which, you know, it's not bad, but all of the canvas that I get there are also like $1.25 each, no matter their size. So I can't, you know, can't argue with that. Okay, for this one, aside from using our new colors, I actually want to go a more grounded route. And I say that because I have so far not used this color that I've mixed up here from Apple Barrel Nutmeg Brown. It's got pouring medium and water mixed in with it. I haven't used that in any of my pour paintings yet, and I've always been a fan of brown, teal, and white. So let's give those a try. I am going to go in with brown first. This is a pretty decent consistency, thankfully. Last thing I'd want is for the brown to be too thick and have to blow it out just for the brown to show up. Might not be too bad if that happens, but you know, I'd like if I'm gonna have a pop of color, I want it to be one of the brighter colors. So I've decided to add black for some contrast, white to help sink it down, and I'm just kind of going crazy all over the place with the white just to help spread it out a little bit more. And let's go in with the gold. This isn't as sparkly as the other one. This is a bit more on the controlled and neutral side. And then we are finally going to break this one open. Spin, drip, pour. It's called Tidal Wave Flash. This one has the sheen of a brighter blue mixed within, and I'm super excited to try it out. See, completely brand new. There we go, give it a mix. This feels about as liquidy as the gold, which is what I'm hoping for. The Fluid Art Ready to Pour gold. Oh wow, that sinks incredibly fast. It's kind of gloppy. It doesn't really want to come out in like a stream. Okay, and just for good measure, I'm going to add in white one more time, but I'm going to use this off-white, this blue toned off-white. This one for sure gives me some really interesting results. And, you know, for good measure, I'm going to add in oh, shoo, I'm stuck. Okay. I've got this one. Or keep playing on the teal side and go with this one. Blue or pastel green? Which one should I go with? Blue one? Okay. I've already got something going on in the cup between the white and the off-color white and the black. And just because I really want this color to show up and not get lost, I'm going to reintroduce it back. Help sink it down. And that does look like a lot of paint, so let me open up one more canvas. I guess we're doing 6 canvases today. Jumping back to my previous comment of if you give a mouse a cookie, he'll ask for a cup of milk. The artist equivalent is give an artist color, and they will ask for canvas. Isn't that true? Why, they sure do package these up tight. Be free. Okay, we've got our second canvas ready, and since we're already doing another canvas, let's just add a little more paint to this one. Go back in with just a little bit more black, and to finish it, reintroduce that brown so we don't end up losing it. Okay, here we go. See some of that special color coming through. Let me turn it to get some variation. Yeah, let's get those edges. Okay, and we still have a good amount of color left over. Maybe we'll do the paper tube after this one. I really like the blue and the brown together. Oh, off it goes. Yeah, it looks like the brown wasn't... I don't know, I don't think the brown's gonna stick around. Ooh, that's a lot going on. Not quite what I was initially thinking. Hold still, quit tilting. Keeps on wanting to spin in my finger. Let's see, shall we spin it? We've had pretty good success spinning these, so I'm gonna set this in the Lazy Susan. And we'll see what we get from it. as far as this goes, let's just keep going here with all of this extra paint left over. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's keep on getting those edges. This one's got a lot more blue. The colors don't seem to really mix together quite so much. It looks like some of my earlier pieces I've done in the past, before my YouTube channel. Very interesting. Okay, spin you guys around. Whoops. Okay, zoom in. Ooh, my phone is super hot. I might have to, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to end it once I spin these two up. Just because of how hot my phone is. And let me change those out. There we go. Whoops, sorry. Now I got a new drying rack for these two paintings. There's not enough room on the other ones. Okay, here we go. Some of it's spinning off. Too close. Okay, doesn't look like too much happened. I guess that's a good thing. I think I might have added too much black in that one. Okay, let's get our second in there. That was a good spin. It's looking a lot like the first one. Got a little bit of something happening right there. It may not look like I'm doing too much, but this is just helping everything stretch. I need to get a smoother Lazy Susan. Okay, well, I think that's as good as we're going to get it, considering not much has changed. Oops, there we go. Not bad. Looks like something was trying to happen in the middle here. All right. We are going to call that a day. It has been 1 hour and 5 minutes. My dogs are upset that I haven't played with them yet. Normally my live streams are much shorter, capping off at 20-30 minutes. But let's have a quick look at those cups before everybody leaves, before I leave. Here are from the first two that we did. The Sherbet Delight, we're going to call them. Here is from the second set. Focus. Oh, come on. Thank you. Okay, not bad. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. And from the last set that we just finished. Oh, I hope we get some of those. Wouldn't that be neat? All right. We're going to call it a day right there. If you have any color suggestions, any combinations that you'd like to see put together, let me know down in the comments on any of my YouTube videos or any of my Instagram posts. I want to know what you want to see. Also, if you ever see any cool, interesting, silly, or funny pictures in my pour paintings, take a screenshot, circle them, outline them if you have to, and send them to me. I want to see them. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I had a lot of fun today, and we got to break in those awesome colors. I hope to see you next Monday. Until then, later.